Okay, POV, you're a trillionaire.
Congratulations, you're a trillionaire.
Immediately like wild as a trillionaire. Well, actually, because here's the thing. If only got like 100,000, I would immediately put it into stock or like immediately put it into like property or like real estate. But if you're a trillionaire, you don't have to do shit. You could live like for the rest of your life and probably like your kids is kids is kids is kids and they won't have to do shit. There'll be some lazy ass kids.
The richest person to ever live. You are worth more than 4 Jeff Bezoses combined. If you spent
That's wild because Jeff Bezos is rich. Jeff Bezos is rich even after he gave like half of his wealth away to his wife. Didn't he do that?
$1 every single day, you wouldn't go broke for another 2,700 years.
If that, like that's...
The world is in the palm of your hand. But there's a problem. Everyone knows.
Yes. Definitely like a hitman or two on my back or something like that. See, that's where it fucking sucks. What, everybody has to know that I'm a trillionaire? No, it's definitely totally different if it's private. Because, like, have you ever thought about, like, winning the lottery? Like, be real. Would you even tell your family if you won the lottery? I'd probably tell, like, one person for my family. Like, I'm just being so dead ass. And I definitely, like, if I had the choice, I would not tell people if I was a trillionaire. Because, like, genuinely, it's kind of scary. Like, people having hits on you. People always constantly wanting things from you. Like, even if I touched $1 million, I'd be moving so sly about that.
You are now the most famous person on Earth. Your face is on every screen in every country on the planet.
Okay, all right. Elon Musk is already a trillionaire and his face isn't on everything in the country. Let's be real.
People outside your building right now. Hundreds of them. Some with cameras.
Give me your
some
money.
With signs. Some just standing there,
that's
staring up at your window. This makes you paranoid. But you're a trillionaire.
I'm a trillionaire. You know, let me know.
So there's an easy fix. You hire a bodyguard.
Hitman. All of them.
Nope, not enough. 2 bodyguards. Not even close. You get a full detail.
2 bodyguards is not going to do jack shit for you, man. People usually are going to probably hate rich people. That's just what it is. People hate rich people. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I think. Just don't leave the house. DoorDash everything. I mean, there's nothing else we can do.
12
like,
operators minimum. Armed, trained, rotating 24-hour shifts. The kind of protection usually reserved for sitting presidents. You make some calls. Within 48 hours, it's all done. Good. You're safe. But your Honda Civic isn't going to cut it anymore. So you buy Bugatti.
Okay, we don't go from Honda Civic straight to being a trillionaire. How did this person become a trillionaire?
A Bugatti. Bugatti. The entire company. $2 billion. That's 0.2% of your net worth.
The entire company is only Wait, the entire company Bugatti is only 2 million?
Your accountant logs it as a rounding error. But you still need somewhere to live. Your current apartment building is swarming with paparazzi outside. Basically, the entire world knows where you live. So, you buy a compound. 14 acres behind
a compound in the middle of the woods. See, that's what this guy's actually starting to spit back. Get a compound in the middle of the woods. Nobody will ever be able to find you. You know, that's, I'm probably lying. You know those one guys who like are good at that one like map game where they just look at one photo and they're like, oh, I immediately know you're here. Just straight up CIA agent. People will definitely probably know where I am. But you're not gonna have little Jimmy and little Timmy walking up to your house like it's like 2017 Team 10 house. That's probably not gonna happen because they're not gonna travel all the way through the woods. You're probably not gonna have, you know, serial killers being able to get into your yard.
Walls and iron gates. A guardhouse at the entrance manned around the clock. The property has its own private road.
Around the clock.
You can't even see the main house from the gate. $200 million. Easy. But a place that size...
And that's still not even a fraction of your money. Okay, are you really a trillionaire? Because if you get $1 trillion, then you have to spend all this money. Because you get $1 trillion, like, unless you want to die and no longer have $1 trillion, you're going to have to, like, have bodyguards and, like, have a really nice, you know, $200 million. So if you're a trillionaire, technically, automatically, you're a 980 billionaire, something like that.
It doesn't run itself. You need staff. Housekeepers, groundskeepers, 2 private chefs on rotation.
How do you find a wife?
A property manager, a house manager, drivers, an entire maintenance crew. IT staff
because
just
he can't get with his staff, because that would be like, right, because that would be like immoral, right? You can't be a trillionaire and then can't have this like broke compared to you like housemaid. You can't get with her because then it's like a manipulation thing, right? So how would you get away? You can't date your staff unless you're a complete freakazoid.
drivers, an entire maintenance crew, IT staff just for the security systems, a personal assistant who has her own personal assistant. Within a month, 63 people work at your house. Now you're comfortable.
Okay, your house is a town. At that point, your house is actually a town. 63 people roaming around your house. They all work for you. None of them are your friend. Like at that point, like that's, I don't know. Are you really even living a good life?
Everything runs like a machine. So you can really start spending. Because, well, you have $1 trillion and you're a little bored. You buy a Boeing 747 and have it gutted and rebuilt into a private flying residence. $400 million. You buy an island in the South Pacific. You commission the largest private yacht ever built.
That's like too much. You already have so much space in your $200 million mansion. And you're going to tell me you're going to go on vacation and then like all this shit seems haunted. You know what I mean? You're telling me you're on the largest boat that just exists because you're a trillionaire and there's not one ghost in there. Everything's just huge and everything's creepy and you're alone. That's all I'm saying.
Private yacht ever built. Helicopter pad, submarine bay, movie theater, full medical facility. $600 million.
Oh my god.
And nobody warns you about this part.
$600 million, nobody else needs the medical bay. You have your own personal doctor that's constantly in the medical bay and it's only helping you. Like, do you not feel bad that that doctor could be helping like tens of people?
Faster than you can spend it. And even sitting in the most boring investments on earth, your net worth grows by tens of millions every single day. You wake up richer than when you fell asleep every morning without lifting a finger. So money is handled. Security is handled. The cars, the properties, the staff, all handled. But you want coffee. Just coffee. From the place you've been going to for years.
Me for real.
Your security team needs 45 minutes of advance notice. When you
45 minutes of advance notice, immediately giving all my wealth away. No, because imagine I want Five Guys, or imagine like I just want McDonald's or something, you know? I'm not waiting 45 minutes for that to DoorDash already be blowing me with their wait time. Which I understand because it's somebody who's actually going out and getting it. But if I have to wait an extra 45 minutes just to make sure I'm safe from hooligans who want my money, at that point, what kind of life are we living?
And walk in, every person in the coffee shop has stopped talking. The barista's hands are shaking. Someone in the corner is filming you from behind a laptop screen.
No, you're getting a mocha frap and somebody's just like trying to hide their camera behind their laptop and is taking pictures. Just hear like the little picture click. What the fuck are you doing?
Coffee,
genuinely.
it tastes exactly the same, but everything around is different. So you stop going there. You don't want to be a nuisance. But there's good you can do with this money. Real good. So you write a check for $500 million to disaster relief. The media covers it for about half.
Okay, so this depends. Like, I mean, if you're doing it out of the goodness and kindness of your heart, which you're probably not if you're a trillionaire, the only reason you're probably doing this is so that you can get some good press. You did something bad and then you want good press, so you donated a bunch of money. That's literally the only reason people do that, or it's money laundering. I mean, this trillionaire doesn't wake up one day and it's like, I'm gonna donate $500,000 to disaster relief, and then you already destroyed half of this forest building your $200 million home. You know what I mean?
Because relative to what
I'm going to donate to environmental causes. Wrecks the whole forest, installs pavement in a $200 million house. Nah.
$500 million is what you earn in a slow week. People are grateful for about a day. Then they want more. They always want more. But it's not the strangers that get to you. It's the people you already know. Your phone rings constantly, but none of the calls are from friends anymore. They're from lawyers, wealth managers, heads of state, charity directors. Everyone wants a meeting.
So boring. I would just be like, hey, manager, 200 bill your way. Handle all that.
Name on their thing, your signature on their check. The friends from before start to disappear. Some just stop calling. The ones who still do sound different, careful, measured, like they're weighing each word before it leaves their mouth. You invite your college roommate to the compound for a week.
They're glazing, just constantly glazing. I don't know if I can handle that. I can handle some glaze, but like this person in front of me has $1 trillion type of glaze. I don't know. That's kind of wild.
He says yes before you finish asking. When he gets there, he compliments everything. The house, the grounds.
See, like, brother, being normal. Like, I'm trying to have some friends up in here. Let's pull up a pint of like some vodka, some Crown, and just relax, man. You know what I mean? Type shit. I'm not trying to like, I don't know. I'm not trying to have you glaze me up constantly.
Wine, the guest room. He agrees with everything you say for 2 straight days. He laughs at jokes that aren't funny, and he never pushes back.
That's how you know when somebody's glazing. Okay, have y'all ever like in real life, have y'all ever like had a friend who's like people think are cool and like want to be friends with, and there will be that one glazer every fucking time, that one glazer who just come and just slop on it, just slop all over it. The dude will say something that's not even funny, or he'll be getting to the joke, like he'll be getting to the punchline of the joke. He'll be like, and then what happened was, and then the person will just start bursting out laughing because like they don't know when the joke is and they're just really trying to just glaze, or they'll just laugh at literally nothing.
A single thing. He used to argue with you about everything. Movies, politics, where to eat. That was the whole friendship. But that friendship is about to be the least of your worries, because then the lawsuits start. Not 1 lawsuit, not 2, 17 in the first 6 months. An old business partner claims you shorted him on a deal from 9 years ago. A woman in Arizona says you
see, they all just want a piece of his money.
Verbally promised her $10 million raiser in 2019. You have never been to Arizona. Most of it is garbage. Your legal team tells you that. They say the word frivolous so often it stops sounding like a word. But each one costs 6 figures to fight. Each one puts your name in a headline. Each one requires...
Just ignore them. The thing about billionaires and trillionaires and like rich people is you don't have to do shit. What if they're not gonna lock you up? Name a billionaire, they've done illegal shit and they just don't get locked up. Money, it just means so much.
Or a filing or a statement or some kind of settlement. Your lawyers tell you to get used to it. When you have $1 trillion, people will try to take it from you using every tool available. The legal system is a tool, and you are the deepest pocket on earth. You settle.
You know, if I was these men, I would be like, hey, you remember when we did that deal 9 years ago? You want to do another one? Because now Jeff Bezos Plus is your enemy forever. You know what I mean?
A toll, and you are the deepest pocket on earth. You settle 3 of the cases, not because they have merit, because fighting them in public costs more than writing the check. $1 million here, $2 million there. They're just rounding errors. But every settlement gets reported, and every report invites 5 more lawsuits. Your legal budget for the year crosses $40 million. You have an entire floor of a law firm working exclusively on your cases. You have never met most of the lawyers. They send you summaries, weekly, pages and pages of people who want your money and are willing to lie in a courtroom to get it. But
yeah, at that point, just ignore it.
Daily life goes on, or something that looks like it. And then it happens. You meet her.
You meet a girl sitting in the middle of a Checkers, and you all of a sudden meet a girl.
Sharp, funny in a way that catches you off
guard. My gosh. I just realized what's about to happen. It's gonna be a gold digger.
Doesn't mention the money once. You see her again and again. 3 weeks.
It's a gold digger.
It starts to feel like something real. Then you notice things. She mentions your island in a conversation you never had with her. She knows your pilot's first name. She knows
what the fuck. I'd be like, get the fuck out. You're a tree.
Car you prefer for the city.
Because instantly you're caught.
Small things. Things that mean she looked you up before you ever met. Which, of course, she did. Everyone does. But now there's a question sitting behind every moment with her. Does she like you, or does she like this? The compound, the jet, the access to a life she'd never touch otherwise. And once that question gets in your head, it stays. You watch her differently. So you stop calling. Then she texts you twice. And then she stops. But
and then now she's going to be like...
The story doesn't end there. 2 weeks later, a tabloid runs a piece. Inside the trillionaire's secret romance. Photos of you at the restaurant, photos of her leaving your compound, a quote from a source close to the couple. You didn't sell it, she didn't sell it. Someone at the restaurant did, a waiter or a valet, someone who saw you together and picked up the phone. Now her name is everywhere. Her face, her job, her apartment building. Strangers are sending her messages. Some are threatening. She had a life before you, a private, normal, anonymous life, and you erased it just by sitting across from her at dinner. Your PR team drafts a statement.
I don't know if that's ruining her life though, because if they never actually got together, I don't think people online would be like, I'm gonna try to ruin your life. I don't know. I don't know if people are that wild.
Cease and desist to the tabloid. None of it puts her name back in the box.
Cease and desist does nothing. Yeah, exactly. None of it puts her name back in the box, and Twitter will still put that shit in rotation constantly. Cease and desist and like defamation suits and all of that junk where you're just like, you're trying to sue somebody who already has the eyes of the internet and already has the ears of the internet. It just doesn't work. I hate when somebody like exposes somebody else and the other person sends them like a cease and desist or a defamation suit on them. It's not gonna do shit, bro. You're already canceled.
An apology. She reads it. She doesn't respond. But the leaks keep coming, and the next one is worse. Somebody from your past sells a story to a magazine, a joke you made at a party in 2011 that, stripped of context and printed in a headline, makes you look like a different person. It's everywhere within 48 hours. People who have never met you now have an opinion about who you are based on something you said in a dorm room 15 years ago. Your crisis PR team goes into action. They tell you the same thing they always tell you. Don't respond. Responding makes it worse.
Yeah, do not respond. Do not get on Twitter. It's just, oh my gosh, you know, being a trillionaire is actually hard. Just don't respond on Twitter. That shit is like, it's not worth it.
So you sit in your office behind your 7 screens.
It's literally just
and
not
watch
worth
someone
it.
sell your old life for what your team estimates was about $250,000. $250,000. That's what your past is worth to someone who used to be your friend. You can't call them, you can't confront them, you can't even confirm you know who did it, because that becomes a story too. You just sit there. Your mother calls on a Sunday morning. She sounds the same as she always does. Asks if you're
She's AI. She's AI, don't believe it.
Tells you about a bird that keeps getting into her garden. For 10 minutes, your shoulders drop and your jaw unclenches and you almost forget what your life has become. Then she mentions your brother. He didn't ask her to call. He never would. But he's behind on the mortgage and his car needs work, and you have more money than some countries, and he's family. You had no idea he was struggling. You sent him a few $1 million that afternoon.
A few million? No, I'm sorry, but he's getting what he needs. If you send him more than what he needs, then like, I don't know. Okay, if you send him $2 million, well, do you think he'll keep coming back for more? I'm just trying to figure out like what, as a trillionaire, if your family asks for money or, you know, your friends ask for money, how do you stop them from coming back to you? I think probably the best answer would be just don't give them money in the first place. But that would be kind of fucked.
He doesn't call to say thank you. 3 months later, at a holiday dinner you flew the whole family to on your 747, he sits at the far end of the table. He talks to your cousins, your aunt, anyone but you. When you try to catch his eye, he stares at his plate. He leaves before dessert.
Oh, he's jealous of you. Oh, he's
A
jealous
week
of
after
you.
the dinner,
Fuck
your
him.
mom calls again. Different tone this time. Quiet. She tells you your brother said something to your cousin. That you ruined the family. That everything changed when the money came. Your mother isn't telling you this to take sides. She's telling you because she doesn't know what to do. She has a security detail she didn't ask for, a son who won't talk to his brother, and a family that used to fit around a kitchen table and now needs a catering staff and a 747 to be in the same room. You tell her you'll talk to him. You don't. What would you say? You can't unsend the money.
Genuinely.
You can't undo the jet. You can't walk into his house without 2 armed men waiting in the driveway. The gap between your lives isn't something
But low key, that's a W. If I was a trillionaire, my mom would be so fucking protected. She would, I'm talking 2 times the Secret Service level. This guy knows what he's doing. Immediately security detail, 3 security details on the mom.
you can close with a conversation. So you stop trying.
And a security detail on the dad too. Like, I love my dad just as much as I love my mom. But like, I don't know. There's something about her being a mom and just being like a woman that I'm just gonna have 3 security details. You know what? 3 security details for my dad too.
But the compound keeps running. The 63 workers keep the machine humming. You start to take comfort in the routine of the staff. Then your head of security calls another meeting. Someone on your household staff has been feeding information to a tabloid. Nothing dangerous, but consistent and paid.
Gosh, that's
your
such
team
a pain.
found a leak through metadata on a photo that ran in a gossip column. The angle matched a specific window in the East Wing. Only 3 staff members have access to that hallway. They narrowed it down in 2 days. It's Linda, the housekeeper. She's escorted off the property on a Wednesday morning. Your security team handles it. You watch from the 2nd floor window. She's carrying a cardboard box. She doesn't look up. A man in a suit walks her to the gate. Another man opens it. She gets...
What if you look online tomorrow and then there's another tabloid coming from inside the house? Fuck, we fired the wrong person. Genuinely, I don't know if that's good enough evidence.
A car that's been called for her, and the gate closes. You stand at the window for a while after she's gone. The East Wing hallway is empty. Your team hires her replacement by Friday.
You think if he just paid her more, she wouldn't have been getting paid by these journalists and news outlets, and then she wouldn't have leaked anything? Like, if you pay your staff more, they would be, like, even more afraid of getting fired.
But there's always something next. Tuesday afternoon, you take the yacht out. The ocean is so blue it looks fake. Sunset turns everything gold. Dinner is pan-seared Dover sole prepared by a chef who trained for a decade in Michelin-starred kitchens. The table is set for 1. You get back to the compound and go to bed early. The master suite is much bigger than your old apartment. You lie there. The ceiling is very white. Somewhere around 3 a.m., you're awake. You get up. The compound is dead silent. The theater room empty. 60 seats. The screen is dark. The library empty.
Just nobody. That's what I'm saying. Just nobody to enjoy your wealth with you. So like, what's the point? You can't even get a girlfriend. Like, get married and then become a... I don't know how that would work, you know? Like, that sucks for my man.
You walk the main hallway. The only sound is a faint mechanical hum. The security camera at the end of the corridor, adjusting, tracking your movement. You stop, it stops. You take a step, it follows.
Yeah, not only do you have no friends, you're alone and you're in your yacht, but you're constantly being watched by your staff who was just leaking shit to the tabloid.
You go outside. The grass is wet. It's cold under your feet. You walk to the middle of the lawn. The sky is the same sky you used to look at when you were broke. Same stars, same depth, same silence. You used to lie on the roof deck of your old apartment building and stare at it for hours. The rent was late, and you didn't care. The stars haven't moved. Everything underneath them has. You stand on the lawn until the cold gets into your bones, and then you go inside. You go back to bed.
Until the cold gets into your bone? What?
After a week in Italy, you arrive back home. Your assistant meets you on the tarmac. She asks how the trip was. Great, you tell her. Now, back to the compound, through the gate, past the guardhouse, past the pool you've used 3 times, past the tennis court you've never touched, past the wine cellar with bottles that cost more than most people's monthly rent, into your office where 7 screens display your portfolio, your companies, your calendar, and a news ticker that mentions your name twice in the first 30 seconds. You sit down. Outside, security does a shift change. New faces replace the old ones. The groundskeeper rides the mower across the lawn. Over 60 people work here. You are the only one who lives here.
I don't know if that's a happy ending. That still seems sad as shit. Go follow my Twitch if you want to watch me live. WVid, the Wealth Explainer. Go subscribe, chat.